Are Eritrean military generals operating in a neighboring country? Are they on the ground in a neighboring country leading a war there? Allegations have been leveled against Eritrean generals by a neighboring country's leader. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for watching. Good to be with you. Two news stories. Firstly, are Eritrean generals leading a war on the ground in a neighboring country? Secondly, Tadase, where the Tigray president has given an interview and he talked about relationship between Tigray government and the federal government. What did he say? Any improvement? Is the relation getting better? What is the nature of the communications between the two sides? What did he say? In this video, we have details. Firstly, viewers, Eritrean generals, Eritrea is involved in neighboring countries. Wherever there is a conflict, Eritrea is quick to jump into the conflict because conflicts are a source of earning for Eritrean government. Eritrean government trains fighters. It makes money through interference in other countries. And it has led to grooming of seasoned generals in Eritrea. They have gone through so much, they have seen so many wars, they have led so many wars that they are now very battle tested and extremely skilled and professional generals because they know the region very well. They are collaborating with groups, with players in the region. So that is why their skill is unmatched and their experience is unmatched on regional level, we can say. RSF, Rapid Support Force chief, has leveled direct allegations against Eritrean military generals. Hamdan Dagalo, Hameti, talked about Eritrean generals a few hours ago. Hameti is under pressure these days, viewers. RSF has lost almost entire North Kordofan, Sudanese state in central Sudan, which is a buffer zone, you can say, between Darfur and Khartoum. And yesterday, Sudanese military captured Barra, which is a strategic city in North Kordofan. Four main cities of North Kordofan are under Sudanese military control: Al Ubaid, Barra, Rawaba, and Al Rahad. Road from Khartoum to Al Ubaid under Sudanese military control. It means that Sudanese military supply lines are now very strong. And now from here, they can push into Darfur, the stronghold of Rapid Support Force. RSF was in Gidaraf, it was in Khartoum, it was in Bari, it was in Darman over a year ago. Now, RSF has been pushed into Darfur, and now it will have to defend Darfur, its stronghold. Sudanese military on the offensive, RSF defending. RSF, after weeks of fighting, RSF had to withdraw from the town, Barra town. That is why Hamdan Dagalo accused Eritrean military generals. In a statement, he said that Eritrean military generals are in Port Sudan. They are leading the war in Kordofan. They are the ones who are planning the war and leading it on the battleground. Secondly, Hamdan Dagalo said that those fighters, those forces which are fighting the RSF. They're Eritrea trained fighters. Indirectly, Hamdan Dagalo gave credit to Eritrean military generals. They are the ones who are planning the war, executing the plan, and they are defeating RSF fighters. Over 3 months ago, Hamdan Dagalo leveled similar allegations against Eritrea. He warned Eritrea, will Hamdan Dagalo uh, carry out any attack on Eritrea? Aerial strikes can be conducted, drone strikes can be conducted. Let's see. But Dagalo is not happy with the Eritrean involvement in Sudanese civil war. Dagalo has the backing of UAE. A lot depends on what UAE wants. UAE could uh, push RSF to attack Eritrea, but that will draw in Eritrea directly into this war. So RSF might not make this mistake. Secondly, RSF chief has welcomed the inauguration of GERD, Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. Sudan has been opposing the construction of the dam. Sudan and Egypt, they opposed the construction of the dam. And Al Burhan did not attend the inauguration ceremony of GERD. Al Burhan has said not a single word about the dam inauguration. Egypt wrote a letter to UN Security Council, but Hamdan Dagalo welcomed the inauguration of GERD. In a statement, he said that the completion of GERD is a manifestation of what Africans can achieve, and it will lead to development and prosperity in the region. All the countries should coordinate to benefit from GERD. So this is what he meant. In Sudan, we are seeing now two governments. One recognized government led by Al Burhan opposes GERD, while the government led by Hamdan Dagalo, restricted to the Darfur zone, is welcoming the completion of the dam GERD. Second, viewers, Tigray president has given an interview to a news source, DWTV, Divestivone TV, and he talked about relationship between Tigray government and the Ethiopian federal government. I reported in a video on the day of inauguration of GERD that where they attended GERD inauguration ceremony. We saw pictures of where they in Benishangal Gumas. He was seen with Oromia president Shimalis Abdi. And after that, he came to Tigray and he gave an interview. He talked about New Year. He hoped that Ethiopian New Year will lead to improvement and progress in the lives of the people of Tigray. He said this New Year will be better for Tigrayans. Then he talked about relationship between Tigray government and the Ethiopian federal government. He said whether the relationship between Tigray and federal government is good or bad, it should not be cut off. It should not be interrupted. It should be intact. Firstly. Secondly, he talked about his objectives in the new year. What does he want to achieve? He mentioned 2 points. He said that we hope that in the new year, IDPs will return to their homes and the issue of territories will be solved. Did not mention the third issue, which is perhaps the most important issue, but it is not mentioned. And that is the restoration of the status of Tigray People Liberation Front. If TPLF status is not restored, these two issues will also remain unsolved. What about Vereda's remarks regarding relationship between the federal government and Tigray government? So far, there is no real, genuine partnership between Tigray government and the federal government. They are not in talks. They're not solving issues through dialogue. All issues are unsolved. But yes, communication channels have not been cut off. That is why Varade was invited. Varade was invited to attend good inauguration ceremony. So there is formal communication ongoing between Tigray government and the Ethiopian federal government. Was Debretsion invited? He was not invited, I think. Maybe he wanted to be invited, but he was not invited. Do not see him there in Manishangal. Only Varede was invited in the capacity of Tigray interim president. I agree that channels of communication should never be cut off. If communication is cut off, then tensions rise and blunders are committed and conflicts start. I always say Ethiopia and Eritrea should also hold talks. Yes, they have issues, they have problems, they have disputes. They should not stop talking to each other. Because once you sit at the table, once you negotiate, sometimes misconceptions are cleared, rumors are cleared too, and sometimes uh, in talks you find a common ground to move forward. That is why it's good to see that channels of communication between Tigray and federal government are not cut off. Where they has achieved nothing so far except control of southern Tigray. From TPLF's perspective, from Tigray military's perspective, where they has achieved the control of southern Tigray. Otherwise, all issues are unsolved since where they took office. He was supposed to create an atmosphere for the holding of regional election in Tigray, atmosphere free, fair, level playing field for everyone, but nothing has been done in this regard so far. Thank you for watching.